Morning, garden friends. I missed doing a video last week because we had so much rain, and we've also had company. Of course, everyone knows, I think, about the flooding that occurred in Texas and other places. We had record, there goes a hawk. I love it. We had record flooding in our area, and it was just, I don't know, it seems like the whole week I just didn't get a chance to get out here. The garden has pretty much exploded into a lot of growth. Feels like a wild garden for sure. And I'm really enjoying coming out here, looking at everything. That's one of the Roma tomato plants from seed. The moonflower is so beautiful. It's starting to reach for this trellis. I'm thinking that's going to be okay. This trellis is the one that has my lady banks. The moonflower, I don't think it's a perennial here, so I think it's going to be okay. I can cut down whatever is left at the end of the season. Oh, I'm glad to see another bloom on this. That had quit blooming for a little bit. Oh, we've got several blooms on that this morning. That is the Hot Lips salvia. I let my dill flower, and I probably shouldn't have. Maybe I can cut that back and still get some growth. New growth, I should say. We've got some bell peppers that are starting to form back here. I've already harvested 3. They were very good. And this is full of the Roma tomatoes that I planted from seed. Oh, I think I need to maybe stake that one. And this tomato is an indeterminate, so it's just going up and up. I'm out of room for it to grow on the stake, so got this little cord here. And got tomatoes here. The tomatoes on this plant just are not getting that big. I don't know what it needs. Maybe every year I'll get a little better at this. I hope so. I probably need to use more compost and the right kind of fertilizer. You might be able to see the container of Miracle Grow down there. I'm not going to be using that anymore. I've been reading about the effects it can have on soil over time. So, oh, good morning, Chester. He likes to come in and check out the garden. Don't you, buddy? Good morning. So yeah, look at the green beans on here. It's like a little secret garden in here. I love it. This morning glory is starting to grow, and now that it's growing, I don't really want it to grow into the green beans. So I may try to train it right back down this part of the structure. We've seen so many bees out here doing their job of pollinating. I never got one single flower off of the nasturtiums. I think I started out wrong by having the compost in there. They don't really like a lot of fertilizer, or they do better in poor soil, I guess. This moonflower looks so pretty, and it's growing up here. I've got some more green beans in these little pots, and I don't know, I think they're struggling a little bit. You can see the roots coming out down here. So definitely not enough room for those. I'm not going to kill them. We'll just let them sit there and see what they do. These should be planted somewhere, and I haven't done it yet. I'm sort of out of space. And I definitely found out that these little Space Master cucumbers, they're not doing that great in these hanging pots. And why does it look like something's been digging in there? I mean, it's got flowers on it, but yeah, the hanging pots, maybe that's okay for flowers, but I'm not seeing much, well, not seeing a lot of growth from any of the vegetables that are in those. Chester, get out of my garden. So the cantaloupes, look at this. I'm so excited about that. There's a lot of little cantaloupes forming. We shall see. And then look at these Roma tomatoes. Look at all this. So hopefully we will have some nice tomatoes from that. And then the mandevilla, I'm so excited it's finally starting to grow up and over the top here. That'll be pretty. I redid some things here. I took out the planters and the shelf that was across the back. I think it was just too heavy and not really a lot this time of the year. I don't know if this has just had too much water. Looks kind of... This is a jumbo pink banana squash. It was so pretty. Not looking so great now, but it's not too bad. That's pretty. That finally took off. Snapdragons. I need to plant that in a larger space for sure. And then here, I don't remember what I planted here. Is that butternut squash? Or no, cucumbers? I'm not sure, but they're doing okay. And then we have one beet here. Hopefully it will grow. Here's the peach tree, and look at my one peach. I'm so excited. Here's the peach tree, and look at my one peach. I'm really happy just to have one this year. And I noticed down here we have a beautiful orb weaver spider. Oh, I don't want to mess up his web or her web. Not sure if you can see it. And walking right around this way. I'm so excited to have these hollyhocks, and they are staying right in this container, and hopefully next year they will grow up and I will have actual hollyhock flowers. I've never had luck with those here. And we've got some beautiful eggplants. There's one there and another one under there. They're really pretty. They've done well from the very start. And the cucumber, I put some compost on this one yesterday because it had kind of stopped producing. I mean, we've got a few little cucumbers, and there's one under there. But this thing has just taken off, and it's all up here in the sky, and I do see more cucumbers up here. So happy about that. Not sure what. And we've got some really big tomatoes here. It's split a little bit, I think maybe from all the rain. Yeah, this, and that's an indeterminate. It's gone way up there. I'm hoping it'll just lay across the top of the arch. But again, here's one of the Space Master cucumbers. I need to take it out of this, put it in something where it has more soil, I think. And we've had so much rain. It's seems like that would make things easier, but containers dry out really fast. It's like they get too much at one time. I don't even know how to describe it. So it's harder to control. Yes, that's a banana peel in there. I don't know if that'll do anything bad. I was hoping it would put some potassium in the soil. Definitely a learning curve with all of the plants and how to compost and fertilize. I know that things should be broken down, and I do have a compost pile in the back, and I have a compost bin. This is my first year having it, so next year maybe I'll have some good compost from that. Look at the bees in there. That one's just covered in pollen. This doesn't look too bad. It's a pretty plant. I did notice a deer pulling leaves through the fence, and anything that they could possibly get to out here, they will take it, which is why we have the little fence. Very important. This is the loofah gourd, somewhere in here. This is it. I don't really see any fruit production yet. Lots of flowers, so I'm really hoping that we'll have something. Zucchini. I did get one really good zucchini and hoping for more. I'm definitely learning what I want to do differently next year. Just think everything looks really pretty. It's fun anyway. It's pretty to be out here and just look at everything. All of the flowers blooming. Little seeds that you plant and then they come to life. Let's go inside one more time. So my plans this week, try to get these in some soil, and I will make another trip out shopping for containers to get some of these plants in. Maybe redo some things. I think long term, one thing I really want to get is a green stalk to incorporate out here and have more space. And then for some of the areas like this, I might want to put raised beds where I have more soil. I don't know. I'm happy. It's a garden. So you got to be happy if you've got a garden. Love that. And then down here, I just love this little plant because I rescued it from the parking lot. And look at that. Plants are so resilient. A lot of life lessons in plants, that's for sure. The garden is full of lessons. So that is the garden tour, and I will see you hopefully for next week for a third week in July tour. Sorry I missed the first week. All right, from my little fence to yours, happy gardening.